If you've ever been told you have PCOS and it's just a hormone or reproductive disorder, I want to stop you right there, because this is a myth that keeps thousands of women stuck in symptoms and overly medicated. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the real root cause of PCOS, and it's not just your ovaries or your weight. PCOS is an immune system dysregulation at its core, and if you want to feel better, get your cycle back, or support fertility naturally, you need to start here. The most damaging myth about PCOS is that it's just a hormone imbalance issue. That's why most people are just prescribed a pill or told to lose weight without any further investigation. It's so frustrating when I've had patients that come into me that have had PCOS since they were a teenager and say that they were just told to get on the pill or to just exercise and lose some weight. They know that it's not that easy, and so do I. PCOS is much more than just irregular cycles and high androgens. It's an immune or metabolic condition. It starts long before symptoms like acne or hair loss show up. So, at the core, most PCOS cases are three major drivers: chronic inflammation, high toxin burden, or acute or chronic stress. So let's break this down. Chronic inflammation from poor gut health, processed foods, or underlying infections puts our immune system into overdrive. When the immune system can't keep up with demands, it gets out of balance, and downstream effect, it has implications in all other systems of the body. Toxin overload. We talk about this a lot, but pesticides, plastics, fake estrogens in candles, in receipts, all of that, heavy metal exposures, beauty products, cleaning products, there's so many other exposures to toxins that we have. This further disrupts our hormonal signaling. Together, these create a blood sugar instability and insulin resistance, which is the hallmark signs of PCOS, even in women who are not overweight. So we take that and then we layer in the third component, stress, physical, emotional, or even something like overexercising. These can pour gasoline on the fire. Stress increases cortisol, which raises insulin, blocks ovulation, and creates weight resistance. So what looks like a hormone issue is actually a whole body imbalance, starting with your immune and detox systems. So what can you do if you're struggling with PCOS? One, I always recommend my patients start with inflammation. Focus on real anti-inflammatory foods. I have all my patients do a paleo-type diet, gluten, dairy, alcohol, and processed food free for 12 weeks and watch how symptoms shift. It is miraculous. Gluten and dairy are so inflammatory, the way that they're processed, the way that our bodies have a hard time digesting them, and it creates a lot of inflammation, especially if we have history of leaky gut or immune dysregulation. So removing gluten, dairy, alcohol from the diet for 12 weeks, watch the symptoms shift. It's always a game changer. I will say low-dose naltrexone, LDN, I would look that up if you are interested, and it does so much immune modulation for symptoms, and if you're interested in it, find a provider near you that will prescribe it for you. It's a compounded specialty med that helps regulate the immune system, and I typically prescribe it to all my patients that have autoimmune disease or oncology diagnoses. And then you want to support your detox pathways. Your liver and lymph need to move toxins out. Opening up the pathways are your top priority. Do this with having at least one or more bowel movements daily. This is a non-negotiable when we're talking about opening detox pathways. So if you're not having bowel movements daily, use something like Move Ease powder or magnesium, something that is natural, no Miralax, to help get your body moving regularly. If you have issues with that, comment in this video below, and I will send you some videos and resources on your bowels. But it's so important. Hydration. Simple, get often missed. Drink a lot of water throughout the day, but more importantly, drink electrolyte water at least once a day. You want to actually have the water be able to absorb into your cells and body. So I love using clean energy packets that you can use for electrolyte water, or simply I take pink Himalayan sea salt. I'll use 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'll take a shot of that, take some water, or you can just mix it in with your water. It doesn't have to be overcomplicated, but just remember to drink your fluids. I love Epsom salt baths. They can help open up the cellular detox pathways. Saunas are really good at that as well. My key for sauna is dripping sweat 5 to 10 minutes, and then you're done. If your body is in a sauna and you're not sweating after 30 minutes, get out, try again later, but you probably need adrenal support. Move your lymphatics with a vibration plate, a lymph massage. If you're near one of my clinics, get extract lymph session with Allie. Otherwise, simple solutions like dry brushing can be great. Remember, eliminating exposures that you have control over is the best way to clean toxins out of your life. Start with one room at a time and detoxify your life. Stop using glyphosate or Roundup or other stuff on your yard. Again, it's the things that we can control that will help keep our cup and our burden down so that we don't start seeing these symptoms. Next, you want to balance your blood sugar every day. I love fasting like a girl. Mindy Peltz teaches this. You're fasting through your cycles. It really starts by knowing your cycle and what day you're on. When you know this, you can participate in fasting that is aligned with your female cycle. So females are different than men. We don't just go and do 72-hour fasts. We go by our cycles because in different phases, it's helpful when we can fast during our follicular phase versus during our luteal phase, we need more carbs. So just knowing that about your body can help you feel better when you are fasting. I highly recommend intermittent fasting for my patients and then 72-hour fasts once every 1 to 3 months to really help any autoimmune disease or oncology patient get through their therapies in a better way. They're removing bad cells. They're helping reset their system. Doing it every 1 to 3 months can help really reset that system. And if you've never used a CGM, a continuous glucose monitor, try it. Try one, see if your provider will order it. When I'm working with patients with Harmony Within, I typically will suggest that if I think it's needed. And then it's just a data collector, right? It's not making you change anything. But if you can see what foods spike your sugar and what foods pair well together, like when you're eating carbs and you pair a protein with it prior, you may notice that your blood sugars don't spike and crash as much. It's really good to see that. And then taking a walk after meals can help decrease insulin resistance and help muscles utilize that sugar in a healthy way. Lastly, any of my women who have PCOS, I have taking myo-inositol powder 1 to scoops daily. You can find many videos that I've done prior on myo-inositol, so I'd highly recommend watching them. But it's been a game changer for my patients with PCOS. And then 4, the last piece, regulate your stress. Breath work, boundaries, supplementation as needed. I love Select Balance Serenity when you need to chill out. It has L-theanine in it, a great amino acid, plus other GABA and B vitamins to help naturally calm the system. You use it like a natural antidepressant, and it can help with anxiety as well. Regulating stress and healing emotional wounds on a deeper level can be what is holding you back from reaching your next level of healing. I tell women that I work with, if they've done their hormone balancing, they're taking the supplements, they're eating the diet that is prescribed, they're doing all of the things, I really dig into the emotional, mental piece. What is holding them back? What wounds are there that are coming out? Because oftentimes, a lot of these women are trying to conceive and they're having troubles, and there's a lot of deeper emotional components that need to be released, whether it's stress, worry, fear. There's some core belief that needs to be worked through. So I always say, work with someone on getting to that root level and healing deeper. It's definitely a lifetime process. So at the end of the day, PCOS, remember, it's not just in your ovaries. It's your immune system, your toxic load, and how your body handles stress and sugar. And once we stop oversimplifying it, we can truly start healing. If you're ready to address the real root cause of PCOS, I invite you to explore my Harmony Within program or do a personalized consultation at thehealthypractitioner.com or selectbalance.com. Hit like if you found this video helpful or drop a comment if you've been impacted by PCOS. I want to hear it. And if you like this content, please subscribe. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.